is at the world-famous sanctuary. Can't you believe this duel? Ann-Marie, you brought me Ruth.
You take care of it. I can't handle it.
Okay, Ann-Marie.
Would you like to
Ruth,
get on?
Ruth, now wait a minute.
Wrong.
Hey, listen, I don't know about this. Ruth Buzzi on the famed Laugh-In show with Rowan and Martin. Ruth, sit down, would you please?
Oh,
You make me
would
very.
you sit down, too?
But me first?
No, you first.
Well, how about Glum Gladys, Ruth? That is from the Addie Mame series, right? Was that the way that...
How did you know that?
Well, I'm not really sure how
You just have read it all over.
Well, I kind of thought that I would discover that. Really, what I want to ask about, though,
Yeah.
do you have any new characters coming up this season?
Well, I have one that I'm reviving called Shakuntala. I used to do it on The Entertainers with against Dom DeLuise playing Dominic the Great.
Dominic, yes.
And she's a character that doesn't talk. And many people wonder whether it's a girl or a boy, but believe me, it's a girl. And they have asked me, they've begged me to revive it. I'm sorry that Dom isn't on the show, he can't do it with me, but one of the new people, Brian Bressler, is going to do it with me.
That's unreal.
So we got Shakuntala, and then I've got a character that that we call Dr. Welby, and she reports on all the medical science.
Like Tinseltown?
No,
the
no,
reporter
no.
of Tinseltown?
No. This is a new
one.
So far, they're not having me do Buzzi this year because they're trying to, get different new looks
things, right,
and everything. And she'll probably come back sometime during the year. But I hope so because I love her. Do you know what my very, very favorite character is?
What's your favorite character?
The drunk. I
The
call
drunk.
her Doris Sidebottom, and it's the drunk that I do at the bar with Dick Martin.
Yes,
And the both of us
yes,
play,
yes.
Then I meet him.
Well, you fall off the bar.
Yes, right. Well, that character I am begging them to do again this year because I get a lot of mail on her. And
is that your favorite character, really?
Absolutely.
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 It comes through that way.
It really is.
Hey, what is the what's the trait between a Ruth Buzzi, the shoe shine concession at NBC, Ralph Edwards, and some paper towels?
You just know everything. Well, he shines the shoes on the Ralph Edwards show, This Is Your Life, and I was very honored last year to have my life done on their show.
Ralph
and
Edwards.
it was the first, yeah, right, and it was the first one upon their coming back after being off the air for 9 years. They had shot a few and they chose mine to be first, and that was really thrilling besides just being, having
being
left
there.
it right. Because I used to think that they did This Is Your Life on people that were 105, and so since then, I've been sending notes back and forth to Ralph through our shoeshine man.
Oh, for crying
So,
out
and
loud.
we're writing on anything that we can get a hold of.
Well, if you're-
Toilet tissues.
Well, if you're
paper
writing on
bags.
anything you can get a hold of, what do
Yes.
you do with a fan that slips you a paper napkin or a paper towel for an autograph?
Oh, I write on it.
You write on?
Oh, sure. Anything, if that's what they want. You know what happened once?
What?
I was on an airplane. It was the last time I was coming home from Connecticut. Oh, my heavens. And I was just about ready to eat my lunch, and a girl came up, and she was standing beside me. She said, "Pardon me." She said, "Could I please have your autograph?" And I said, "Well, oh, okay." And then I proceeded to push the food over as much as I could in those little trays, and she handed me an airsick bag to write on, and she was serious. And I looked at the airsick bag, and I looked at my food, and I said, "I'm sorry, miss, you will have to wait." So she laughed, and while she left, and before she came back, I dumped the rest of my food in the airsick bag and autographed it and sent it
And
back
sent it to her?
Yes, and she got a big kick out of that.
Hey, you're in leotards. Does this mean you're dancing today or something?
No, we're at the sanctuary. I'm doing my whole routine, my exercise routine that I learned.
Well, you're into the
Conte.
exercise thing.
Yes. 5 years ago, I lost about 32 pounds on Weight Watchers.
You're putting me on.
No. And a lot of people didn't think of me as being heavy because I'm
Right.
tiny from here.
Right.
But from here down,
Look out.
yeah, 40 inches in the hips when I started.
All right.
And the 32 pounds, lost that. And on Weight Watchers, they suggest that you exercise once you lose your weight, and I never did. So 3 months ago, during our break between the two seasons, my husband allowed me to go down to Tecate. There's a ranch down there called La Rancho El Puerta, and I stayed down there for 3 weeks, and I exercised for 7 hours a day, just breaking for food, purposely to go to the extreme so that when I got back here, the days that I don't have time to come here to the sanctuary, I could exercise, do my own routine in my bedroom or in the halls of NBC. I've done it at parties, name it, and I've done it.
Well, what about the 10 years of dancing?
Well, that
Does that
helps.
kind of,
it helps. I find that I probably have a better, what would you say, endurance than most people. I mean, like down in
But you didn't
Tecate.
enjoy dancing, though, did you?
Oh, I did, but I was horrible at it.
You did it because people would laugh with you instead of at you.
Yo, wonderful! Yes!
This is-
Exactly, that's how I started to be funny. That's right.
This is Jim Harrison talking with Ruth.
Wonderful! Talking with Ruth.
Buzzi
Buzzi.
in Hollywood.